YouTube. All right, guys, in today's video, I'm going to give you a quick overall market outlook for the rest of the week. There's a lot of key headlines that have been coming up over the weekend here, and it's looking kind of eerie for the stock market ahead. So we're going to look at the S&P 500 and do a quick price analysis, see where things could be headed here, talk about some price targets as well, and then we'll cover some news headlines that are affecting the markets as well, and things to look out for the remainder of the week. Now, before I get started, baby, you better smash that like button, because if you can't hit the like button, how do you expect it to buy and sell button when you're executing your trades? You can't even do the easy stuff, baby. And hit that subscribe as well. Turn on the notification bell, because I upload nearly every single day. And we're going to be live streaming on YouTube here twice a week, courtesy of yours truly. Also, don't forget to join my Discord channel for free, link down below in the description. I give out a free daily watch list with trade signals as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Let's jump into my screen behind me here and dive into the details of the markets ahead. So the main headline that I'm focusing on today is this headline going on over in China. So China is starting to really fight back here. The people of China, they're getting tired of the COVID restrictions. So you're starting to see a little bit of fighting back here with the CCP and possibly even a civil war. I'm just speculating, but let's take a look at the headlines here. So stock futures are flat after major averages slide on COVID unrest in China. Like I said, China is really crazy about COVID. I mean, it's crazy. They have like camps like miles long beyond the horizon. I'll show you guys some footage here, but check out these camps, guys. It's pretty eerie, and the way that they're treating their people, I think the people are just getting fed up and they're starting to rebuttal here, and it's going to cause some issues, especially geopolitically and economically for our country as well. So we need to really pay attention to this. A direct effect that you're already seeing is with Apple. Okay, so Apple's actually getting affected by this, and it's already forecasted that they're going to take at least a 1.5% hit on their revenue for next quarter. So this is significant, and this is just over like one weekend of this unrest going on. So you're starting to see a lot of protesting going on at some plants and facilities across China, and this is, again, a lot of this stuff may catch up to us in the future. We got to be really careful. We could see supply chain constraints and things like that, so it will ultimately in turn affect our own economy here. It's good to pay attention to it, but it's not good what's happening. So the Dow Industrial Average lost nearly 500 points today, which is a pretty, red day, right? It's a pretty big slide there. Now, in today's day and age, 500 points is pretty average, but back in the day, if there was 500 points lost in the Dow in a single day, that is like terror, okay? So it was a red day today. We need to pay attention to that because it does affect the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. Now, primarily the stocks that we're trading, they're probably more related to the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, so I pay attention to those indices more. Later on in this video, we're going to do a technical analysis on the S&P. I got you covered. So again, growing frustration in mainland China over the country's zero COVID policy weighed on markets today around the world. So you're seeing, again, kind of the main headline today of what's going on with the markets. Now, the next thing I want to focus on is some catalysts coming up throughout the week. There's some big ones, guys. So we have GDP reporting on Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. Mark it on your calendar. And we also have Jerome Powell, Federal Reserve Chair Speaker Jay Powell, speaking at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. So the market's really going to be watching these. This could have a tremendous effect on where things are headed next. The Fed is talking about, pivoting soon, possibly, right? Not interest rate hiking as much, which is good for the markets, but it's not necessarily the best thing going on. They're just focused more on inflation. There's a lot of things out of control, like we mentioned with China, right? So you still have and you still have geopolitical factors with the Ukraine war. There's a lot going on, guys. Okay, labor market is out of control. So let's key in on all that. The next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump over to the charts. We're going to do a quick technical analysis on the S&P 500. Now, guys, if you do have questions throughout this video, I encourage you highly to comment down below. I'm here to help, okay? Free education to you. You won't get this really anywhere else. A lot of other YouTubers, they'll just show you the charts and you're just kind of like scratching your head. I'm here to help. Ask the hard questions. There's no such thing as a dumb question. I highly encourage it down below in those comments. Let's jump to the charts, baby. So here's the S&P 500 on the daily chart. So these are the E-mini futures for the S&P technically, but don't get confused by that. This is the S&P 500 chart, plain and simple. Now, S&P pulled back just below 4,000 today. So we hit 4,000 level just about over here. And you can see we're struggling to get above that point. Now, the S&P, right, it's been downtrending all year. So what I'm going to do is denote this trend line right here. This trend line is highly watched by a lot of big banks, firms, smart traders, smart money, right? This is a big trend line. So best believe we're really going to struggle to break above it. Okay. Now, if we crack this trend line here, it's going to be significant. It's going to signal possibly a reversal in the market, but we need a little bit more than that, but it's going to be one of the first stepping stones towards that. So watch this trend line up above here on the S&P 500. And again, we talked about that 4,000 level that resides just about here, about 4,050 or 4,000. Big psychological level. You'll see price struggle here, no and ifs or buts, whether we're coming down to it or going up to it. In this case, going up to it. Now, it's looking kind of interesting here. Now, if you want to speculate a little bit, there could be potential for a double top pattern here. This is a reversal pattern. It's bearish, not bad. You know, personally, me and my stock trading community, we like to short the market, so we make money in both directions, baby. I don't really give a shit where this thing's going, but that's one thing I'm noticing right off the bat. Now, you can see ever since about middle of October here, we've just been uptrending, guys. I mean, it's been a nice strong push since we hit that low of the year down here at about that 3,500 level on the S&P, and we're kind of maintaining a little bit of a channel here. So if we do see some short selling going on here, I think short term, I expect us to land somewhere in this vicinity here, lands us at about 3,850 or about 3,900 bucks. So SPY right now, very short term, looks bearish, and again, like the very short term period here. But again, be cognizant of all the other things in mind, right? Overall, we're seeing a nice push here over the last sequential, period of months or weeks here. But with the things that are forecasted, right? Don't forget, we got GDP coming up in the middle of the week. We have J-Powell speaking that could have adverse effects on the markets. We have China just freaking out, man. And we also have the S&P starting to cool down off this run that it's had for quite a bit of time. What goes up must come down. So keep that in mind in the stock market. Things move in waves. Now, let's talk about price targets again. So I already kind of gave you my idea, right? I'm thinking, if we're going down, guys, I'm going to look for a landing against this trend line down here on the bottom. I want to maintain this channel that we're holding, this ascending channel here. That's going to land me at about 3,900. So I'm going to watch 3,900 for some downside movement and see if we can find some support here as the time being. And then next, I just want to clear that previous high, right? 4,050, right? 4,050. If we can clear that high, I think we can see some more upside and then get back up to this long-term trend line up here and test that for one more go, baby. Gang. Hopefully this video did help you guys out. If you have any suggestions on the content, again, comment down below. I'm totally open to it. And don't forget, smash that like, hit that subscribe, and join my free Discord channel, all down below in the description there. Gang, that's all I had. I'll catch you in the next video.